Hey, you guys, I am back. I'm just trying to gather my spirits up and everything like that. Today we're talking about karmic, karma, retrograde, karmic cycles, karmic relationships. And when you hear the word karma, we all automatically associate it with negativity, darkness, anger, fear, regret, bad cycles. I did something wrong, so here's my karma. Yes and no. Karmic cycles can be a beautiful thing in disguise, depending on how you look at it. With this retrograde, this Mercury retrograde that we're in, if you're not so familiar with Mercury retrograde, it is something that happens to all of us for us. It is a cosmic return of karma. What goes around comes around. But with Mercury retrograde, it fucks things up. It's like a magnet. When you think of Mercury, you think of magnet, you think of silver, you think of a pulling effect. Something that is magnetizing and then pulling it back to its rightful owner. And that's pretty much what's going on right now. With Mercury retrograde, it can fuck up communication, fuck up the telecommunication, as far as like when you're having a conversation over the phone, a message may not send, signals may get messed up and crossed, and it's just like, what is going on? It's Mercury retrograde. You may have a conversation with someone and it's like, I'm speaking clear and you don't understand what I'm saying. No, because it's just like their mind is somewhere else, is wandering back to where it's supposed to be, so therefore they're not catching what you're trying to put out, you know what I mean? And it's an okay thing. It just takes a little bit more time and a little bit more patience. Mercury retrograde is about being patient. It's about going with the flow. It's about having an understanding of what's really happening around you, that is not always happening to you, it's happening for you. It's a period in time where you get back what you've been putting in. If you've been putting in positive energy, taking the good with the bad, helping people, giving back, working your butt off, being in endurance energy, having a great ambition, a great attitude and character, no matter what's going on with you, you always remain in the flow of things. It's a cosmic return of that, to where you can be in your feminine energy regardless of your gender, regardless of the role that you play. We all have feminine and masculine properties within us. It is what makes us whole. And during Mercury retrograde, is more so of being in your feminine energy, of being in a receiving energy, taking care of yourself, taking care of your needs, taking care of the things that you're able to nurture now, letting things come and go as they go, so that you can have space for the new. You know what I mean? And all that hard work that you've been putting in out there, it comes back to you. All the money that you have been giving to people, and the donations and the charities and the good work that you have been putting out into the universe, it comes back to you. But if you have been naive, you have been lost, you have been confused days, you have been wronging people, you have been hurting people, you have been mistreating people, you have been living a negative mindset, a negative day to day, is going to come right back to you tenfold. You get in, you get what you've been putting out, and that's just how it goes. Always stay in the flow of things. Always be an outstanding citizen, no matter what the picture looks like. Always be a spiritual teacher to those who can't do it for themselves. Always be that guide. Always be what you can be in that moment. You don't always have to go overboard, but do your best, because we're only humans at the end of the day. You know what I mean? It's so many forms of karmic cycles. You have negative ancestral patterns, cycles that have time durations on it. You know, with each passing year, there's a new cycle that starts and ends. You know what I mean? You have some cycles that last 40 years that we just got the Pluto, I believe it's the Pluto and Saturn conjunction. I'll do more videos on the conjunctions of the moon phases and the cycles that affect everyone regardless of age. We just cleared that out this year, beginning of January. It was a 40-year cycle of toxic negative behavior. That's why we're in 2020 and so many things has changed and so many things is looking different. People are starting to see the world with different eyes. It's a new cycle. And it's time for you at this very moment to create a new cycle, to clear those cycles. Because if you don't, you'll be lost in a continuous cycle while everyone else is moving forward. That's a karmic cycle. Sometimes it's handed down from generation to generation. You know what I mean? Because sometimes, like I say, when we think about generational poverty, we think about money and things of that nature. But it's not always about money. You know what I mean? It's about the mindset. It's about the depression, the suicidal thoughts. It's about what you pass on down to your children. Money is energy, so it's going to come back to you regardless. If you put it out there, it's going to come back to you. You know what I mean? If you held on tight to it, it's going to slip away from your grasp without you even realizing it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to spend money to make money, and that's just how it goes. You get what you put in. You know what I mean? You got to have a mindset of knowing that money is going to come back to you. But when, like I said, when I talk about generational poverty, it's not a form of money. It's a form of a mindset. We pass on to our children, oh, you have to go to college to get in debt, to get a career that doesn't pay for your debt, and therefore once you retire, you're still in debt, still paying off shit from your childhood, from your teens, from your college years that you can't even handle, barely go on vacation and do the things you want to do, and then when you are able to do it, you're too old to experience it. But hey, that's the American dream. You get a job and die. And that's what so many people pass on down to their children. That is the generational poverty mindset. No. Who's teaching their kids about credit? Who's teaching their kids that, hey, you know you don't have to go to college to have a career, to be an entrepreneur, to be a business owner? It's all about a mindset. It's all about what you do and how you do it. It's all about the things that you learn now to shape your tomorrow, and you can pass down to your children and generation after generation. It's about what you do today, how you view your present. That's going to shape your reality for the future. You know what I mean? And then you have generational wealth. The people who teach their children about credit, who teach them about, hey, everyone isn't bad regardless of their skin color. It doesn't matter. You just got to know discernment and listen to your intuition to know who to fuck with and who not to fuck with. To know that some people will help you get to the next level and others won't. Some people will be your friend today and not tomorrow. It's to know self and to be whole with self and be content with self. That's what the real abundance is. That's what the real generational wealth is. But the old cycles of our grandparents and ancestors don't teach us that, because they didn't know that, because nobody taught them that. That's why you have so many 90s and 80s babies who are teaching their children that, because they're a new generation and they started a new cycle. They learned something within their cycle that they cleared to know that, hey, this is not how I want the rest of the 10, 15, 20 years to look, especially not for my grandchildren. You know what I mean? I need this to be a little bit different for my grandchildren. Not only me and my children, but our great-greats and those around us. We shouldn't have to live the way that we live. We shouldn't have to feel the way that we feel. But you have those karmic cycles that must be cleared. And you have that one individual out of each family bloodline who comes and is strong enough to take the pain and the weight off of all. And when you clear karmic cycles, it is ego death, dark night of the soul, separation, hermit mode, just total annihilation of everything that you ever knew has to be broke down. Everything that you ever thought to be true has to be broke down for something new to be revealed. It's about destruction and then construction. And someone has to be strong enough to do that. Many are called, but only few are chosen, because it's a tough inner battle. A tough inner battle. It's about awakening, being enlightened, all of that. You know what I mean? It's a tough battle. Only the strong will survive. And I say that with all respect because it's a tough battle. Sometimes you want to move forward, other times you want to just drop off the face of the earth. You know what I mean? And then, you know, that leads us into karmic relationships. Karmic relationships are relationships that are put in our life to teach us lessons. Relationships where our souls are attracted to these people and we don't know why. And the reason why is because of some type of negative ancestral pattern from those before us, things that we saw growing up, things that we were taught growing up. We end up growing up and loving those same type of individuals who we knew weren't right for our family, because no one taught us different. No one stood up and was like, hey, you don't have to be with that type of person. It's okay to be single. It's okay to love yourself. It's okay to have confidence in yourself. You know what I mean? They teach you that having too much confidence is wrong. They teach you that having, you know, being single is bad. You know, they teach you that, you know, trying to weed through the fakes to find love is bad. Oh, you had too many boyfriends, too many girlfriends. Settle down with just anybody. You will be all right. Let them beat you. Once they get older, they'll settle down. Let them cheat on you. It's okay. Stick it out, because that's the things that you see. That's the things that you see. So you think it's okay because you see it. No, the things that's unseen are the ones you need to pay attention to. The things that people don't show is what you need to pay attention to. The thoughts, feelings, and emotions that are never heard of are the ones you need to pay attention to. That's why they say read between the lines. People wear masks. They can lie to you but be feeling something totally different. They can be deceitful within them but wear a smile on their face. Karmic relationships. But they're here and they're blessings. Yes, they come in your life like a wrecking ball and destroy everything that you ever built, because they're destroying it for you. They're showing you how you should not live. I'm going to come in your life and destroy everything that you ever built because you thought it was right. No, it's a better path for you. But I'm not going to tell you that because my soul is doing this. My soul is doing this to you. My soul came here to be your karmic and to teach you lessons, because there's a better path and a better way for you. Yes, I may hurt you and you may cry and you may not realize why you keep coming back and forth to me, but that's something that you have to figure out on your own. I'm going to just show you the bad and the negative. I'm going to be a reflection of what you attract. And that's what karmics do. They show you what you attract, because what you attract is what you are. You are toxic within. You are hurt within. Hurt people hurt people. But you don't know it because it's something that lies dormant within. It's something that was negative within your ancestral patterns. It's something that was negative within your past lives that needed to be cleared within this life. But you don't know it until you finally go within and see the truth for yourself. Everything that you ever needed to know is already within. It's a higher understanding. That's why I said many are called but few are chosen, because it's a very, very, very tough battle with yourself. See, you think battling with the people around you is tough. That ain't shit. Walk away. But you got to live with yourself every day. You got to live with your own mistakes, regrets, and worries and doubts every single day. That's why it's so tough for people. But if you're strong enough to know that you deserve more, that you want more out of life, and you deserve abundance because it's your birthright, you're going to leave the external circumstances outside of you and fix what's going on within and heal yourself within. I'm talking about your inner child, your teenage child, your adult, everything. It has to be healed. Your ego has to be completely deaded. You have to be spiritually aligned to know what's true and what's not. It's about discernment. It's about healing. It's about growth. It's about all of that. You know what I mean? It's a cycle within a cycle, man. Once you think you clear one cycle, it's more. That's the karmic cycle. When you are chosen to clear that karmic cycle for your family, you're clearing cycles that were 7+ years back and 7+ years forward. So it's a lot of fucking shit on one person. Talking about from your mother, your grandmother, your great-great, your great-great-great, your great-great-great, down to those who did not fix it. All the way forward for those who are coming after you. It's healing all on one person. That's what the weight of the world is really about. That's what it feels like, having the weight of the world for real. You know what I mean? And that's what them karmics do. They come in your life and teach you so much until you finally, they beat you down. Break your life down until you look in the mirror one day like, wait a minute. This ain't fair. This ain't right. This ain't me. This ain't what I had planned. Now I'm getting ready to fight back. Now I'm going within so I can fight back and do what I got to do. And that's what these moon cycles, these retrogrades, these eclipses teach us. It's no coincidence that we had so many cycles from January up until now and still going forward till the end of 2023. For us to clear so many cycles of negative patterns that were passed on down to us. For us to get out of karmic cycles of our own. Karmic cycles, messing with people you know you shouldn't mess with, doing drugs, having addictions, beating your children, eating things that you know aren't good for you, doing things that you know aren't good for you. Those are negative cycles that must end now. 2020 vision is revealing everything to you now. Do you want to be good or do you want to be left behind? Do you want to grow or do you want to be lost? It's up to you. It's up to you. So yes, that's what this biggest retrograde is about, and it is intense. It's up and down energy, but it's for the best. It's for you. And I'm really gonna dive deeper into these topics on other videos, but I know I have a lot to channel. I just did a lot of channeling, a lot of messages today, and my body is like exhausted because I'm only human. I'm not about to burn myself out, but I do have a double pick of cards today. I am doing a karmic cycle of what needs to be released or what has been released, and what is the reward after that release. You know what I mean? Because there's always a release and then a reward. Always. That's the cycle of return, giving and returning. It's one big cycle, always. Can't hide from karma. Can't run from karma. Just got to take it. You can clear karma by being good. Now, that's the one thing they don't teach you. They always say what goes around comes around. But you can clear karma by doing things you've never done before. By changing the way you eat, sleep, dream, think. Because our thoughts create your reality. The way you interact with people, the way you don't interact with people, the way you treat yourself, the way you treat others, your family, your children. Knowing who to hang around with and who not to hang around with. Just because they're family and used to be friends doesn't mean they're forever need to be in your life. You can cut ties with anybody. Because at the end of the day, you are who is important. You are the one who has to live with you. You can't be something for somebody else just because they want that. So I have two piles. I have a golden elephant and a blue arrow. I'm gonna hold them up for you guys to choose and just intuitively let your soul guide you to the message and the pile that you need. I'm gonna hold these up for a minute, and like I said, you can either pick one pile or two piles. We do have this golden elephant right here, and then we have the blue arrow, my direction arrow that my daughter made. And we're gonna go from there and see which pile you guys want to choose. We're gonna start with pile number 1, which is the golden elephant, and I have a message behind it. Get this started. We're going to start with the karmic cycles that need to be cleared or may have already been cleared and go straight into the reward. The golden elephant. If you want it, take it. If you want something, go for it. It's yours. This world is your oyster. Go for it. You know what I mean? You don't have to have any type of fear, any type of negative energy around anything. Just go for what you want. And what the hell did I just say? What did I just say? If you want it, take it. Looking at these cards, yeah, just like I said, it's about balance. Pile number 1, it's about balance. It's about understanding your worth, understanding your worth, knowing who you truly are. That's what I'm getting here. It's about knowing who you truly are. Knowing that you deserve so much more than what you have ever received in your entire life. I feel energetically looking at these cards, this is, you all are someone who has been through a lot. But you were able to turn that pain into triumph because you worked so hard for something better. It was tough. It was hard. It was a struggle, but you did it on your own. And now you know that you deserve something so much more because of all the hard work and strength that you put into yourself was never in vain. You had to heal yourself. Pull yourself out of darkness on your own. You had to heal your inner child, heal your own wounds. And it was not easy, but you did it because it required you to find balance within everything. You were juggling too much. You couldn't see up from down, left from right. You didn't know how to balance your life. You didn't know how to see the truth of what things really were. You didn't understand that the life you were leading and living was imbalanced. Because you were always so indecisive on if I should stay or if I should go. You were blind. You see the moon in the background. What did we just talk about with the moon and the karmic cycles? You were blind to the truth, blind to the fact that this wasn't your real identity. This wasn't your true, authentic life that needed to be lived. But you were blindfolded. You stayed stuck. You couldn't see which way to go until you were left out in the cold. until you were put out, until everything went to shambles. Everything was lost. Everything was taken away from. What did I say about them karmic cycles? They come in like wrecking balls, leave you out in the cold with nothing. And you had to find your own strength, your own clarity. It wasn't easy. It was a lot of hard work. It was long nights, long days. Everything was long. Everything was tough. Everything was a battle. Everything was a struggle. But you never gave up. Because the divine was always right behind you. Angels was always near you, pushing you, telling you that you can continue to do it and to never give up on what you truly want. Because everything that you want is always right around the corner as long as you keep going, as long as you keep putting one foot in front of the other. Everything that you ever wanted wants you. You just needed to be in alignment. That's the world. Judgment. You may have been judged by others for the choice that you made to separate yourself from them. But you knew that you were more. Just like I said, it calls for separation. It calls for hermit mode. People didn't understand why you were leaving them, why you were walking away. But you knew you had to, because it was something more for you. Judgment was upon us all, and your judgment call was, it was time for me to get up and do something different for myself, and not others but myself. You got the Two of Cups here. You may have done this for someone else because you know that you needed someone else. You know that there was a love out there that was always meant for you. Someone who was going to feel you. Someone who was going to be in alignment with you. Someone who was going to match you. Something more. Something more than what you've been getting. And by doing all of that, you required the strength to be a badass individual, a strong individual, a wiser individual. You learned your lessons. You went through the dark night of the soul. You went through the ego death. You found the clarity of who you truly are. Of who you truly are, a badass individual, full of life, hope, and love. And now you find your Ace of Pentacles, because now you the shit. You got money coming in, love coming in, happiness and sunshine. And it's coming in for you because you did the work. You did the inner healing. You never gave up. Now you can help others and support yourself at the same time. Yeah. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? The dissolving light. You felt defeated in your past. The people, places, and things around you defeated you until it broke you down and dissolved you into nothing. And when you went down to becoming nothing is when you found everything, because you went within and you became your own light. Look how bright this individual is shining, because they went within and noticed and realized that they are the light that emanates everything without. They illuminate themselves. So you realize that everything that happened to you was never to you, but for you. Sacred Heart. Your heart chakra was awakened. Finally, you were hurt, crushed, destroyed by so much that you became hardened, disheartened. lost, confused days. I don't want to love again. I don't want to love nobody else. I don't even love myself. And that broke you down until you brought yourself back up. Illuminate your own light. Because that passion that you felt within you was for a purpose. That loss and everything that was taken away from you was a purpose. And now you found yourself, and that was the purpose. Becoming whole again, becoming authentic, becoming one with self and higher self and your inner child. To give every 3D, 4D, 5D part of you everything that it deserves. The 3D is the physical. It's the manifestations. It's how you look on the outside. The 4D is the cross between the 3 and the 5D. It's what you feel within. It's how you view yourself. It's how you go about things. And the 5D is when you become whole with all of it. You knew it was a pain. It was a purpose in the pain for a higher purposeful gain. That's beautiful. It's beautiful. You were lost only to be found. That's why I say never curse karmic situations. They happen for us. For us. And what is your cosmic karmic gains from all of this? Let's see. Indecision still. You still got indecisions on the brain. Why? You don't have to be decisive anymore, I'm hearing. Well, indecisive. You don't have to be indecisive anymore because it's time for you to start following the voice of your soul, because your soul speaks and you know it now. That was the game. You have to realize that you're not your past anymore. You no longer have to be indecisive. You went through that pain and that struggle already, and you cleared that energy. When it's cleared, now it's time for you to listen to the voice of your soul, because it's speaking now. You did the inner healing so that you can hear your voice speak. Hear your inner child speak. Your higher self speak, to know which direction to always go in. And what did I say? Exchange energy for abundance. Money is energy. It's going to come right back to you. Exchange positive vibes and high energy and good things, and it's always going to come back to you tenfold. That's what this karmic cycle is about. Exchanging energy for something good. For abundance. Abundance is a way of living, a way of thinking. We always associate poverty and abundance with money. It's all a mindset. It's all energy. It comes back to you if you're willing to release it and give it out to the world with a positive nature. Because it's time for you to bring it into form. It's time for you to manifest. It's time for you to take those lessons as being learned and use them in your day-to-day. It's time to come out of hermit mode. It's time to trust, and it's trying to love. It's time to be clear on what you truly want and desire and bring it into reality. It's time to connect the 5D, 4D, and bring it down into the 3D, which is the physical world. You have a lot of ideas in your mind, a lot of love to give in your heart. Now it's time to bring that into fruition. Whoa. Beautiful. Beautiful. You got 2 yes cards here. So whatever you're thinking about at this very moment, it's a double yes for it. Whatever you're thinking about doing, do it. And it has something to do about an opportunity and choosing a new direction for yourself. Do it. Go for it. I'm hearing a double yes. It's going to bring you so much. Huh. Improve your health. Drink more water, exercise, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself because it's meant. You need that now. Yes, improve your health. Yes. What that means to you, do it. Exercise, drink water, take walks, hikes, whatever you have to do that's going to improve your health, do it. And with this choose a new direction card, choose a new direction. It doesn't matter what direction you choose. It's funny how you have 3 direction cards here. And like I learned, it doesn't matter what direction you go in. If it's meant for you to go in that direction, it's going to be great. But if it's not, the universe will always reroute you into the next direction. All you have to do is put one foot in front of the other and keep moving forward. Because guess what? Right on each side of this direction card, it explains exactly what I just said. Whether you go left, it's an opportunity. And whether you go right, it's still a yes. No matter which way you go, you're always safe. You're always protected. And it's going to always be for you. And you have a huge opportunity coming to you, regardless of the direction you choose, because it's for you and you have done the work. Because you have recovered. So it's time to know that you have recovered. Feel that you have recovered. Understand that you have done the work. And you are safe and you are loved. Because you truly are. And you got this. That's beautiful, pile number 1. You guys have went through the darkness and weathered the storm. You all have done the impossible. Made it through the impossible. And now it's time to reap the rewards and benefits of that. And know that you are okay. That's beautiful. Good luck, pile number 1. Good luck. Pile number 2. My directional arrow. You have double messages here. Double messages. On the back of it, it says, be brave and explore the world. Be brave and explore the world. Pile number 2. And then you have a fortune message. It is better to ask some questions than to know all the answers. Whenever I see that, it's telling me that know that it says that to be in the knowing is to know nothing at all. We never know everything. We can only learn the things. That's what I said. What did I say? What did my channel message say? Because today I actually channeled on screen. That was a channel within the beginning. I didn't look at my book because I always channel and I write things down. But today I use my video as the book. You know, my video audio message was the book. So instead of writing it, I just spoke it. And what did I tell you? You break down those negative ancestral patterns because you feel like they no longer fit in your reality. You know what I mean? They no longer fit within your reality. So now it's time for you to break down those cycles into something new. To be in the know is to know nothing at all. Whoa. Pile number 2. What you got? 12. That's 3. You went through a lot. You went through a lot of shit. To be in the knowing is to know nothing at all. And to ask questions always. You all went through a lot of shit. You went through a lot of shit, a lot of ups and downs. I'm hearing it was surrounded about... I'm hearing it had to do a lot with love and trusting people. and having faith in people. They kept you up at night. Yeah, they kept you up at night. I'm hearing this took you a lot out of you, you guys. Whatever you went through took a lot out of you. You know, you felt used. You felt abused. You felt unheard. It felt like you were giving too much. Was that your lesson? You were giving too much. You was giving away your power and didn't even know it. You had so much love and power and passion to give that you were just easily giving it away, and it kept you in anxiety mode. It kept you in anxiety mode. Up all night, not understanding why. I am the Queen of Cups. I'm giving you my love. I'm giving you my energy. I'm giving you everything that I have left within me. So why can't you see that? Why can't you know that I truly love you? And I'm giving you all. I'm trusting you all. It's not even just love. It's everything. Family, friends, co-workers, jobs. I'm giving everything that I have left in me. Why can't you see that and receive that and give it back? So it left you in anxiety energy. To where you didn't know how to give your love away at all. And you pulled back. Because you felt defeated. You felt taken for advantage. Taken for advantage. They took everything from you. They stripped you down too, pile number 2. You've been putting in so much hard work, so much effort for everything, and for what? For what? Where's the love? Where's the happiness? Yeah, I got the money. Yeah, I can do this. I can do that. But where's the happiness? Where's the love? You're searching for love. Because you're a wounded warrior with your guard up now. Because whatever happened to you took you back to your adolescent days where you gave too much and little was given back to you. So now in your adult years, it's like, man, I'm a wounded warrior. I got my guard up. I don't care. I don't care if you're showing me this. I don't care if you're showing me that. I don't want it. I don't believe it. I don't trust it. The Queen of Swords, you cutting everything out. I don't trust it. I don't want to hear it. It's a lie. I don't believe you. Love, the Lovers. I don't believe you. You remind me of everybody else who ever hurt me. I gave my all. I gave my love. I gave it. Now I don't have nothing else to give. Nothing else to give because I gave everything. My time, my money. I'm rich. Oh, pile number 2. You got the money. You worked hard for your money. You worked hard for your money. And that's all you know how to do now. That's all you know how to do now. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, that's all you know how to do now. The Lovers. Love was never shown in your childhood. It was never expressed in your childhood. But you grew up saying that you never wanted to be like that. And that you were going to express love to no matter what. But you became defeated as you got older. You became lost, hurt, and abused. So you decided to focus on money more. You know how to grow your money. You know how to save your money. You know how to make money because you're a hustler. You got money. You well off. You good. You straight. But at the end of the night, you get anxiety because it's just you. Late at night, with all this money flying everywhere, it's just you. Nobody to take care of. Nobody to spread love with. Nobody. Because you are a wounded warrior and you are in this Queen of Swords. It's like, I don't want to hear it. You remind me of everybody else. You remind me of the people who ever hurt me that I gave my last to. And the Tower moment came where everything was taken away. Two major arcanas. Karmic cycles. The moon. And the Tower. What did I say? Retrograde energy. Cycles being closed out and destroyed. Karmic cycles. Oh, you want to be a Queen of Swords to everybody because you were hurt in your past? Well, we're about to come through and destroy everything because you didn't know how to continue to love. You didn't know how to continue to put forth the effort. Three major arcanas, my bad. The Chariot, the Tower, and the Moon. Like a fucking wrecking ball. But only for a reason. To get you right back to being the Queen of Cups. To knowing that it is okay to get hurt. Because it's only teaching you a lesson. It's time to go towards your destiny and your truth. You learned your lessons, and it's time to know that. They were tough lessons, but they made you who you are today. You lost everything so that you can move forward and become the Chariot, forward motion. Everything had to be broke down so that you can move forward from your past, the past hurt of not having that love, so that you can move towards a better love of self. A better love of self, yeah. Yup, a better love of self, a new gown. What did I say? The Chariot, a new gown. You found how to love yourself within those Tower moments. When everything came crashing down and the people started hurting you, you figured out how to love yourself and how to be better for self. Yeah. Now you wear a new gown. Now you're a new face, a true face of who you were always supposed to be. The dance of the divine feminine. Now you're in your feminine energy, and I will always repeat, energy is always fluid. We all have male and feminine energy within us. You know how to be a feminine energy now, a nurturer for self, a receiver for self, open for self. You were beating yourself down at the same time while you were beating others down for not giving you the love back. People who don't even know your past, you were hurting. People who don't even know anything about you, you were stopping them at the front door like, no, I don't want it. Regardless if they were authentic or not. But now you're renewed, back in your feminine energy, and you're open to receive. Layla, you're open to receiving because you went through the dark night of the soul and you are reborn. You are reborn. Because you chose the right choice. To go within. To look around. To watch your reflection and know that you needed more. You wanted more. Yes, I have money. Yes, I have all of that. But that doesn't make me happy. Love makes me happy. I want love. I need love. So I chose to go towards love. I chose to let my tower fall and go towards love. And now you're able to manifest like no other from your heart space. She's holding her heart. Divine Mother manifests. You are in your true form now. It took a lot to get here, but your true form is love. You are an angel of love, a beacon of love. That's why you came here with so much love and you were so crushed. As a child, as a teen, as an adult, you were crushed because you were so naive, thinking that every single person in this world was going to love you correctly. Every single person in this world was of love. No, some people are of dark entities, dark spirits that were sent here to crush your light, diminish your light. But one day you looked around at everything and said, hey, this money is just not all I want. I need more, and love is more, because love is the only thing that's real. The rest is illusion and energy. Beautiful, clearing the cycles. I love that. That was beautiful. Let's see what your cosmic reward is for clearing those cycles of a bruised heart. You learn how to drop your own shields. You learn how to put down the wands, the swords, everything, and to truly love from within to without. Because it had to start with self. You had to get back to how you wanted to love yourself. You were trying to look for love when the love that you seek is always within. It's never without. That's why you were crushed, because you had to learn that biggest lesson. You can't search for love outside of you because it's already within you. You had so much love that you wanted to pour onto others. Why not pour that onto yourself? So that that right person who was in alignment with you will see that and want to give that to you. Remember that. Because you needed to be open to healing information. You needed to know that the love could not be found without. It was always within. You were given too much that you should have been giving to yourself, and being in your receiving energy and finding someone that is aligned with you and who matches you. But now you see the truth, and it took a very long time to see that. It took a very long time to see that. Yep. She feels, she knows. She feels lost. She feels discontent with everything, regardless of how it looks. You may have everything, and people may look up to you and want to even be you. But within you, you were lost, you were hurt, you were ashamed, and you wanted more. And you felt like you deserved more, so you went after more. Because you knew that divine light was in you, that you carried, and you finally figured that out. That you were more than what you thought. You didn't always have to search for things outside of you because it was already within you. Because you learned how to trust yourself, trust your judgment, know discernment, know who's for you and who isn't for you. You learned the lessons from your past experiences, and you cleared those lessons. You cleared those lessons. And it was a shock to you. A shock of the new, a brand new you. Someone who you didn't know you could ever be. You didn't know you could love again. You didn't know that you can feel this way again. You didn't know any of this. You thought you were going to be a lonely soul with cats and a lot of money to give it away to no one. But charity, probably. No one to pass it along to. No one to carry on a legacy. But now you found your truth, and you know what really matters, and that is still love. You love yourself so much that you created a perfect life. You perfected it now. You know how to perfect your craft. You know how to manifest from the heart space and not out of fear, worry, and doubt. I can't make this shit up. You strategize. All the pain that you went through, you strategize on how to get it all back, on how to get what you truly want. Because you found the strength within twice. The strength that you found gained you even more strength. You see, this strength card looks even stronger than the other strength card from your past. It looks different. It looks renewed. It looks restored. It looks healthier. Even though she's still beautiful, Don't get me wrong, she's still beautiful. But they were looking for more, if you notice. Yes, everybody wants me. Yes, everyone thinks I'm beautiful. That's how I carry myself. But really within, I'm looking for something else. I'm searching for something else. I'm strong on my own, but I know I want something more. They look lost. They look bored. Their strength looks depleted. But here, it looks restored because they're both looking forward. Because they went within, they found their wings, they found their clarity. So now they're looking forward like I am a big, bolder vision of who I ever thought I could be. Don't fuck with me now if you don't fuck with me how you need to fuck with me. Because you opened up the door to spirit when you finally found yourself. That was your reward, and that's a huge reward. Being connected to the divine. Understanding who you truly are. Because what was always really there was the Two of Cups, which is true love, balance, and fulfillment. And you have yin and yang energy here. 22, right? Two of Cups. Someone found their divine counterpart because they finally decided to do the inner work and open up the door to spirit. So they were gifted with a divine counterpart, a divine true love. Yin and yang energy, someone who can truly balance you out. That's a beautiful, beautiful situation. You didn't have any balance in your past. You couldn't figure it out. But you're being gifted with balance, peace, stability, newness, wholeness, completion. Because you have someone here holding a heart that is true for you. 45, that's a number 9, that's completions. You completed a cycle in love and heartbreak, and now you're being gifted true love. Helpful people, your angels, your guides, your spirit team. What did I say? Here to help. Here to help you and to gift you with everything that you needed. The World card, they have always been by your side. Always guiding you because you are a true token of love. They never gave up on you even though you gave up on yourself. And you were hurt and crushed, but they picked you back up and told you we will never let you fall again because we never let you. It's time for you to take a step back and look at your life a year ago from now and see how far you came and congratulate yourself. And think about how many things you can change the years ahead. The life you want to leave for others and the life you want to lead and the life you seek will be better a year from now. And that's going to be another time where you can look back on milestones that you have reached and completed. This was beautiful for both piles, especially you, pile number 2. It was about love and stability and finding common balance within the darkness. And knowing that you deserve more. You just didn't know how to get it, but now you found it. Now you get it. Now you know what truly matters. Good luck on everything and peace to all.